Alright. It's time for the first Ulda run. Probably should have started this a minute ago. We are inside Uldaman. The front door has two doors. The front door is up in here. The back door is actually over here. And I went and got a map mod. So here's outside Ulda. This is the cave which goes to the front door. The back door is the other one. And we just got done doing two quests out here. One was down here and one was over there. Here's Ulda. Uldaman. This is gonna be a long one. Kinda why I didn't start until I got in here. I also did the first two parts of the necklace quest already because I was able to solo them, even though part 2 is in here. I was actually able to get to the guy very easily. I used an invisibility pot and that got me past like the first two groups of mobs. And I actually found a safe spot, which was right next to the quest NPC for the final group of mobs. So then I just dinged it and died. I did this because part 3 sends you right back in here to kill all of the bosses. Blizzard was a real dick with this quest chain. Go to Ulda and get a necklace, okay. Then after you turn that in, it's go back to Ulda, find a corpse that's inside the dungeon, okay. After you do that, it's go back to Ulda again, and this time kill all the bosses. Well, you can solo the mobs outside to get your first one done yourself. And if you just get an invisibility pot, which I made myself, you can very easily get to that corpse because it's not far in the dungeon. So we are already 2 parts deep. There was also 2 other quests outside the dungeon, which I've already done. One was Solution to Doom, and the other was Reclaim Treasures. These are Uldaman quests, but they are outside the dungeon. Power Stones you can also do outside just by grinding the dwarves. They drop from any of the dwarves, inside or outside. But not the Trog mobs. This is part 3 on the necklace chain, which I'm trying to do now. And then that's at the bottom is my mage quest. Got away. May have noticed that I've got the nice fancy robes of the Lich. My characters have done numerous downs runs after what I recorded. I was just grinding it for money and XP. The very last run that I was planning to do, I think he only did 4 or 5 runs. That was the run that he got it on, coincidentally. And my rogue actually got that blue shoulder on his last run. They both lucked up on it. So yeah, my mage is pretty damn pimp right now. Hat from the Cathedral, quest shoulder, ring, Cathedral, cape, Razorfiend Downs, robes of the Lich. Got my nifty stopwatch from the Badlands. I'm gonna get that on all my characters, although the rogue could really just vendor the thing. My warrior and rogue now have a shrink ray, which you'll see when they do Ulda, because they made it after Razorfiend Downs. Some of these mobs are stealthed. My fire tree has been maxed out. And I've got the wonderful combustion ability. I don't remember everything about it, but basically, as soon as I put it up, I get 10% fire crit And every fire spell after that point gives me another 10% fire crit, and this will persist until I get 3 crits. Then the buff will drop, and the cooldown will go away. Or, the cooldown will start. The cooldown does not start while you're sitting on the buff, so you can't try to double up or bank it. It does not have a limited duration. Once you put it up, it will sit there forever until you get the 3 crits. But the cooldown does not start until the buff is off of you. You can click it off if you want. We are about to find the Lost Vikings, which you don't fight on the Alliance because they're quest NPCs. But they're not friendly to Horde. Look at this. Balog the Fierce, Eric the Swift, Olaf the Stout. And I've actually recorded the Lost Viking games. Good old classic Blizzard, R.I.P. That Blizzard is dead and gone. The Blizzard of the day bans people from their tournaments so they can steal your tournament money. Which that's the current backlash that they're dealing with. They unnecessarily banned some China player from their Hearthstone tournament and took his prize money after he won. They kept the money. They're like, well, we're keeping that. I almost feel sorry for that kid because he must have worked his ass off to be a world best player for a game. And then they basically robbed him of 10 grand. Well, looks like only me and this other mage are actually on that quest. Damn, it's expired. Shit. Whoops. I didn't mean to jump off. I noticed that mob was in stealth, so I was going to switch my target to him instead, and I ran off the damn ledge. Fungus Cap, that's another one we're trying to do. You see, the other mage is still here because he's on this quest. Damn lava totem. I'm out of mana. There's actually another mage in here, and this one's 46. Probably not his first run, but unlike everyone else, I like to get all my shit done in one go. So I came prepared with every damn quest. Our inventory is going to get fucked by this run, by the way. It's Wailing Caverns all over again. I hope someone got that staff part. Because it ain't on the table anymore. We're going to be... Although, you don't actually need to go into the vault as Horde, I don't think. That's an Alliance quest. The quests are a bit different here for Alliance or Horde. There's a mini-boss right there. He drops the other piece of the staff. They kind of, tributed Indiana Jones up here, and there's a little model city, and you got to get 2 pieces of a staff to open the vault door, and a boss comes running out. The first piece was back on the table next to the 3 doors. The second piece is right here off of this guy. Mail. Considered bringing one of my other characters, well, the rogue, really, because Now that corpse right over there, that's the second part of the necklace recovery, but I've already done it. I ran to it solo. What I did is, back here at the door, I used an invisibility pot and it got me all the way, like, over to this doorway here, which was a safe spot. So yeah, it made it very easy. One invisibility pot, 15 seconds was enough to trivialize getting to that body. I didn't even use my stopwatch. I mean, if you would have the stopwatch by now if you're getting it. If you just ding this before you eat the potion, you'd get 40% movement speed and just run faster. You can't stack it with a swiftness because of the potion cooldown, but you could stack it with the stopwatch. Alternately, if you made the gnomish cloaking device, I know where everything is. Game Hoarder called me the walking encyclopedia for World of Warcraft. Well, he said World of Warcraft, but it only applies to classic World of Warcraft, not all the newer expansion. I don't know shit about Battle for Azeroth. Ain't played it, never going to. Don't give the slightest shit about it. I know the good versions of the game. Don't give a damn about the shitty ones. Got our map. We don't really need those guys. Here's a little model, and this is obviously where you put the staff in. You don't have to open that. It's not on any of the Horde quests. I believe there's an Alliance quest to go into the vault. They have different quests than we do. But I haven't played Alliance in so long, I don't know their shit inside and out like I do the Horde. Got the next rank of the water, but it was almost too little too late because now my mana bar is so much higher. In a couple of levels, that's going to be outdated too. Damn. Get that out of here. I need a drink. 1992 it is. Ah, he put the staff in. Yeah, it does a glowy thing and then it opens the door. It's Indiana Jones. Forget to chug my arcane elixir. 20 spell damage. Boom. I didn't even have the combustion up, which I need to put the combustion up. I kind of forgot about it. Did I get aggro over both these warriors? The fire is too much. I got threat reduction, by the way, in my fire tree. I was tempted to let the priest have that, but the priest doesn't seem to want that, so I guess I'll take it. Better than my damn green. My green was already a high spirit owl item, so... We got 2 fire mages up in this bitch. poor little scorpions never stood a chance. Scorpion meat. Might be sending that over to my warrior. I need to make some dragon breath chili. Gives you a AoE attack. The fuck? That just reflected to me. Trying to get all my shit done in one run. I should say that. Trying to get all my shit done in one run. Then I don't have to fucking come back here. This place has far more warrior loot than anything for anyone else. It does have a gun, which is very nice for hunters, but the rogue basically has nothing in here. There are caster items in here, but they're all high spirit for some reason. Guess Blizzard decided to gear the priest and no one else. But my mage quest, it wants me to get the golem at the back door. Which, if you take the back door in here, then he's in your way. He's standing over there somewhere. This path here is the back door. I don't see him. Oh, there he is. He's for a mage quest, so no one else would have that. Fortunately, they are nice enough to come over here and kill him for me. I really don't think I'd be able to solo that thing. I could technically get to him. I could come in through the back door and he's the first mob. But would I actually be able to kill the thing? It's a level 42 elite. My characters have been able to solo elites. I need mana. But that might be a mini boss. But I basically don't want to come back in here because I don't like this dungeon. I will probably run this place a bunch of times on my warrior because there's a lot of warrior shit in here. But the rogue is just like, no. Rogue and mage, no. It's also hard to get groups for this place, so the warrior, which is the tank, will be the only one who can get groups. Oh, that's another quest done. Yeah, say goodbye to your inventory space. It's gonna be fucked. That Uldaman Regent Run quest we actually need to do for our alchemy, because that NPC is the guy who will teach you the recipe for the restoration potion, which is an important one. If you don't do his quest chain, where he sends you in here for the damn caps, you will not get that recipe. There's no other way. Other people are not doing their research. It's not hard to look this shit up. Wait a minute. Is that guy on my step? Now, this is not a one-way dungeon. You may notice that we've got a fork here, either left or right. There's an optional golem boss over there on the right side that we don't really need. But I don't think the Warriors would want to skip him, though, because he drops a plate glove. And that's about all he drops, actually. He is this guy. Green Mel Shoulder. That 5 defense, that's not all that it has on there. It has random stats. Either 150 of 1 or 100% of 2 stats, which is common. On top of the 5 defense. It's a very good... We can't really see the model here. But... So we've killed all of these up here. I think the other mage did it for me. Keep them together. There's another pair of pants, but keep them up low. There's a blue chest in here you can get, but I think I would prefer the Robes of the Leech, because this is actually stamina and intellect. Now the next piece of the gem is going to be in the Dwarf Wing over here on the left. If we look at the map. Why is this locked? Shit. Oh, it always comes back on. I don't really need that Atlas quest. So we've already pounded the whole bottom side. This number 6 here, this is an enchanting trainer. If you're trying to work enchanting, she's the one that teaches you from 225 to 250. Yeah, they put your trainer in the back of damn Uldaman. Blizzard was just dicks back then. Granted, every trainer up to 250 somewhere else in the world. I mean, my engineers have to go to Gadgetzan. My warrior actually has to use Booty Bay and Gadgetzan because the Gnomish trainer is in Booty Bay. The Goblin trainer is in Gadgetzan right next to the regular trainer, so both of his are in the same place. The Alchemy trainer up to 225, which I no longer need, was in Stoneheart. Both of my alchemists are now over 250, so they are done being trained. I had such a backlog of plans, that was easy to do. They kicked my fire. Now I'm mad. No one kicks my fire school. Laying it down. Kicked it again. Run away! There's a fireplace here. I need to use it to recharge. We aggro too many mobs. And by we, I mean someone else. I didn't do it. I got mana burned. I don't remember if I mentioned this in a previous video, but I have a new mouse running now. I don't remember if I did that after my Razor Fiend down runs or what, but... It's a Steel Engine series. It's a $40 mouse. But it's got very good, like, grips on the side, which hopefully won't begin to decay like that cheap-ass plastic that the Logitech one had. the Logitech that I was using, the sides on it in several places, like where I was putting my fingers, they were corroding away. This was only in less than 2 years of use. It was as if they were peeling off, or there were these indentions, where like the outer layer was just coming off. That didn't impede its function, but it was happening. The problem. Oh, that's the boss. Typically, okay, I thought he put the skull on the boss. He just wants us to kill the ads first. That's fine. Yeah, that flame strike won't do enough. I'll just stand in it. The problem, though, is that the wheel, both the clicker, the left click, and the wheel were both going out on it. I couldn't hardly scroll my mouse wheel much anymore. But this new mouse, which is twice as expensive as that one, it is so smooth. Like, you know, you're not going to notice, but moving the mouse around. And, it's also got some lights on it. Not that I really care. Never one to care about lights. And I'm not touching that until I try to drink, because dwarves are going to pop out and try to kill me. I don't know if you need this journal anymore, but I'm not going to risk destroying it. And they hit me, great. These aren't even elite. It's like a false alarm, isn't it? I didn't remember that ambush being so weak. Oh, well. That is gem number 2. The third gem is next to the Trog boss named Grimlock. Me, Grimlock, King. He does have a good name, I will admit that. You don't need more mana, you just need more crits. You refund mana from crits. It reminds me of a conversation I had some years back with a fire mage. He's like, I never have enough mana. And I said, you don't need more mana, you just need more crits. I said, crit more. He said, maybe I will. Because when the fire mage crits, he refunds 30% of the mana spell. Which even if you critted every single spell, it wouldn't be enough to keep you going forever. Mithril in here. My rogue has a mount now, by the way, so we have wheels on 2 of the characters in the Drain Enterprise. We're currently 25 gold, 28 gold, 3 gold. I need my gem. And maybe some more water. That new rank of the water's not going to get very far. drinking my Seagrams. Got a variety pack. So there's 12 different bottles of 2 each. I like all of them except 2. Like the blue one, which I forget the name of. I think the green one, which is lime. This one's wild berry, which is almost transparent. It's got a little color to it.
Rend flesh with me.
I don't know what color this is. It's like a brown or mostly transparent, but it just tastes like berries. You see my combustion going up. I don't know if getting several crits on an AoE uses up more than 1 charge, though. It might not be worth AoE with your combustion. We are about to fight Grimlock. Grimlock. Saying it right? Shit down. Too much inventory. My rogue is not even 42 yet, but I saw my mage was ready to go and I saw an opportunity to get his run done. The warrior is 42, but he still hasn't gotten to that corpse, that dead dick at the beginning of the dungeon, so he's got his stopwatch and swiftness pots, or, well, he's got the stopwatch, swiftness pots, and the invisibility pots. But you can't use the swiftness with the invis. I'd have to get a cloaking device. It's a very good use for the stopwatch. You know, getting to that corpse. If you're not an alchemist, just go buy 1 invisibility pot. This will save you from having to do 2 runs of this hellhole in order to get that quest chain done. Not that there's any decent reward on it, but there is a shit ton of XP on it. Like, none of the ultimate quests have any good rewards that I know of. I mean, this is just one big XP dive. I mean, my mage quest will lead to a robe. That's not showing here. This one is a green spirit boot. That's going straight to the toilet. This one's a green spirit robe, straight to the toilet. This one was the important one. He gives you 5 resto pots, and if you're an alchemist, he will then give you the, well, he doesn't give you a recipe. He'll just teach you he'll just teach you how to make this potion, and that's important.
Me, Grimlock, king.
Shall we just AoE? AoE. Reclaimed treasures has nothing on it. I don't have ice block. Oh shit, the croc's coming to get me. Croc's coming to eat me. The Stone Vault Chieftain. Let's take a screenshot. Fucking growling face. There's that damn robe, which I don't really want. It's higher than this one, but spirit? No, I'll keep my cool looking awesome leech robe, thanks. I want it anyway. I'll hold on to it. Might be worth switching to when we're soloing so that we boost our spirit. Now, if we want that side boss, which we're currently missing, we can either run... Okay, yeah, we're going there now. There's no quest for that guy, at least not on the Horde, but I imagine the warriors would not want to skip something that has a great plate glove on it, so... They helped me get my shit. These guys are not elite. Mana is low. Kill Whitey first. That's racist. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Racism doesn't apply to white people, only black people. Racism applies to everyone else except white guys. We get the shit end of the stick. Why? Did that hit me from over here? What? He slammed the ground or something, and it hit me, combat tagged me, and made me stand up. It's the only people you can still make fun of and not be called a racist. Hashtag White Lives Matter. I'm having my real drink too. I'm tempted to go for 2 tonight. I mean, these things are so weak. I'd probably have to drink 10 of them before I felt anything. They're only like 3.5. No, 3.2%. There's the boss right over there. He's facing the front path, because if you take the regular route, you come in over here and he'll be facing you. Take the side path and... It'd be better for the other mage to do your water, because he would summon far more per cast than me. I only get 6. But the other guy's level 46. I'm 42. I forgot about these damn clouds. Get out of that shit. That silences you. Puts these whirling clouds around. It snares you and silences you. Doing a pretty good job at plowing through this shit. I got strength. See you at 16. I think that would be a 10-10 or a 9-9 if it got 2 stats, so it's kind of a waste, but you have to take what you can get. I mean, you might not ever see it drop again. I'm gonna let the other mage take care of the watering duty because he's 4 levels over me. He'll get far more per cast. Your food and water summons, they go up by 2 per level. So at 43 it would be 8. 44 it'd be 10. Is that what, 12 or 16? What a sheep one. This is when the mobs start getting gnarly. These are some big damn trolls, trogs. Boom. I still have a crit. I'm gonna pyro that one. 50% crit chance on top of my normal crit chance. Ouch. Which, my spells already have +6 from my critical mass talent. The Fire Blast has another +5. Then the Fire Blast and Scorch, it's got another 4. So all of these stack. Stacking these with me a push. This tree loves its crits. Blow him up. Burn. The other mage died. Nothing I can do about that. Fuck it. But my intellect and spirit are in a good place right now, because I don't quite... I'm just shy of getting all my mana back off the evocation, so it's not too high, it's not too low. You're not going to be casting it at 0% anyway, so if you get back like 95%, it's a good amount. So, this is done. This, I might just solo myself outside. If you can kill the dwarfs outside, you can grind all of these yourself. And then you get 49 silver, and it's like not impressive, but... Not showing the reward here, but... That actually turns into a shitty green necklace. Claim treasure, nothing but silver on that, but that 60 silver is more than what many of the things vendor for. And I'm going to end up with 15 free resto pots because I'm doing this with 3 characters, so... Be saving them up. Probably won't use those until the battlegrounds. There's not really any raid or PvE situation where you need a resto pot. That's not to say there's not areas where it would be useful, but you don't particularly need them. My warrior and my rogue still need to get to that paladin, or the corpse. They say it's a paladin, but it's a forsaken corpse, which forsaken can't be paladin. So I don't know what sense that's supposed to make. I think the point is that it was a human, but the body just rotted, so he looks like a forsaken. But it's not a human corpse; it's a forsaken corpse. My rogue will be able to get to that body very easily. Obviously, I'll just stealth right in there. Couldn't be any easier for him. I might switch to this one when I'm soloing, though. I should switch armor. It would really help with our mana situation. Is this still rank 1? I haven't gotten a rank 2 mage armor yet. Rank 1. Well, since we're sitting here... When do we get rank 2 mana or mage armor? Is at level 46. The third rank is 58, so there's only 3. But the mana regen on it doesn't actually go up. It's always 30%, but the magic resist goes up. It does 5, 10, and 15 all resist. It's another reason why Mage is the way to go if you want to be a caster in Classic Warcraft. Mages have so many advantages over Warlock in Classic, it's just dumb. Warlocks are nice to solo as, but in dungeons and raids, Mage have virtually all of the cards on the table. Better talent trees, and far more useful spells. Not to mention that once you get past the earlier tiers and start using fire, the fire mage puts the warlock to fucking shame. Warlock is competitive earlier on, but it's because the mages are forced to go frost. And I still think you're better off with the mage because of the survivability and the threat reduction. The warlock has no threat reduction talents whatsoever in this game. The mage gets 15% with fire or frost. Or actually no, the fire is 30%. Let's see. No, they're both 30%. The mana cost reduction is 15. Fire doesn't get a mana cost reduction, but when you crit, you get 30% of it back, so... Broke a glass. Okay. Need another arcane elixir. You might not get all your quests done in one run, though. These power stones only drop from the dwarf mobs, and half the shit in this dungeon is trogs. So you could farm outside. Then the fungus caps. All of the power stones and the fungus caps are only one lootable. Like, you can't share them with other players. There's one right over there. I'm guessing no one else needs that. So if everyone is trying to do these quests, you might not finish. Just aggro this. My warrior has become a damn reaper, though. Like, he got his bloodthirst. There's a huge boost in his performance because of it. He's dual wielding his blue swords. That mage is dumb. Just stands there and dies. Of course, that shit did hit hard. Look at this. 384, 555. Damn. Steroid up. Well, he literally just stood there. He stood there longer than I did. That's why we have snares and roots. If you want to just stand there, play a frost mage so that you have ice barrier and ice block. You can't do that as a fire mage, you'll die. We don't, I don't think we need to wait for Jadira. Everyone needs money for a mount. You notice I got me a skull. It dropped from the fire skeleton and Razor Fiend down. It's the same guy who dropped the necklace or the waist. So I went back in there. I already had the dagger.
Wicked.
I ended up getting this dagger from a greed roll at the library, and no one wanted it, and we greed rolled it, and I won it. I held on to it, and now I ended up getting the skull from Razorfiend down, so I'm using them now. Now I've got the sash. Yeah, basically got everything out of there as a mage. My rogue got the cape and the shoulder. He didn't get the glove. It didn't drop on any of his runs. But the only time I've only seen that glove drop twice. One, the first time, I think I was recording and it was monkey stats, but I wasn't on the rogue. The other time it dropped, it was on one of the other characters again. It wasn't on the rogue, but I think it had whale. It was stamina and spirit. I probably still would have picked it up because it would have been worth it. But okay, we need to get a move on. That's technically true. This character does not have a mount. Shit. I don't know, he wanted to trade me something. He's gonna have to wait until I'm not dying. These big bloodthirsty bitches kill you so quickly. I can cast that. Vamped up pieces of shit. Alright, drink time. Just giving me gold? Well, here's some food. Yeah, some food for 3 gold. That's a fair trade in my book. Shit. Just giving away gold. He's not even in my guild. This is suicidal. These giant trogs are ridiculous. The damn tank with the shield just died. That's not a good sign. Shank you. Stab you with my knife. My butter knife. Might have to put my frost armor back on. Because we don't have any armor with this. My mage has, he just hit 260 first aid earlier. He's the first one to do so. He no longer needs mage weave for first aid. He's up the rune cloth, which hasn't even started dropping yet. I don't try to dodge my responsibilities, but mine is 6 per cast. His is 14 per cast. He could just tick it twice and he's got a stack, so it makes more sense for him to do it. Well, I sheet one, I can't do both. You're getting the pie roll. This is the last one, though. After this point, it'll be more dwarves. Just to make sure we haven't missed any gems. Okay. It's a hunter's sword right there. Although hunters would dual wield the same 2 blue swords that everyone else does. It's not quite as good as some other options, but they were quest rewards. We are getting up to the final room. It's the final battle. It's prime time. Shit. That Nova did not work as anticipated. What is it with these goddamn mobs? Are they immune to snares? Or are they just resisting everything? I'm starting to be under level here. The other mage really needed to help me AoE there. He did not seem to do so. He still got most of his mana. You know, the other guy is 4 levels higher than me, yet we would have just bombed these packs. Yeah, I'm not gonna AoE this time. Almost died last time. Oh, he's doing it now. Okay. So I'll drop mine. I've officially emptied my wild berry Seagram. I'm waiting for the other mage to AoE now. Because I need some help. These mobs are too damn buff. Is that the Inferno robe that he's wearing? I think I just vendored that earlier. Yeah, it is. Inquisitor's Skull from the Cathedral, which I didn't get. It's got a nice red thing going. That's a BOE, fire damage. He managed to be a fire mage and be mostly all red, so he's definitely got me beat on style. Now we get to find out if Blizzard scripted this. This event here was just broken as shit on every private server. Many times you'd have to ticket a game master to come open the goddamn door, because it would just be broke and you'd be unable to continue, and you'd be at the mercy of one of their volunteer game masters to come and open this door, because they fucked it so bad on scripting that you couldn't get it open and continue, which is sad. That's the worst situation to be in, to be unable to continue because something's just broken and they couldn't be bothered to put anything there to make the door open. It would be better for us to just skip the event and go through the door. It's like if you can't make it work right, then just leave the door open and just let us walk past it. I mean, anything would be better than being stuck. But this is why we're paying a sub to Blizzard, so that we can actually get quality on our classic Warcraft now. And he, of course, had to hit me. 424. You can argue that private servers are free, but I didn't choose for them to be free. I would have happily have given them the money. I mean, they made the choice to be free, not me. I would have been all for all of them charging a subscription. But instead, they all wanted to do donations and run off of donations. That doesn't work. Because only like 1% of players are going to give you anything. It doesn't feel like you're getting anything like from it. Like when you pay a subscription to this or an official product, you're getting the quality. When you donate on a private server, you're still getting the same shitty private server one way or the other. It's not getting any better because of it. You're still not getting your quality or your money's worth. I think these golems are immune to root, that's the problem. Fuck it, I'm gonna eat a corpse. No, the mage is healing me. But we're coming up on the final boss. Gonna be a real bitch. Not as good as my blue hat. Yeah, I got half of a powder. Where'd it go? My inventory space is fucked. This is not a good sign because my other characters don't have as much space as this mage does. So they'll be even worse. I don't know if getting bigger bags is really going to help either. It's only an extra 2 slots per bag. I might have to trim them down on the things that they carry to the dungeon. That's kind of why it's a good thing to bring the mage first. He's got the most available inventory space, so I can judge how bad the other characters are going to get screwed. Most of them weren't in my AoE because it got moved. By the way, level 42 got me a new fireball and pyro, in addition to the combustion. My rogue hasn't really spiked much. He did with the weapons. The weapon drought that he had before is gone. I'm actually not using the Sword of Amen because I got a level 40 blue mace. Tradable. And it's better than both of those swords. So the Vanquisher got bounced to the offhand. I did try to sell it, but because it's the same level as those swords, it was slightly better, but not enough to pay for. No one really wanted it, so I'm just swinging it myself to get mace skill. So my rogue is getting mace and sword skill. Could have given it to my warrior, but the warrior's also got a whirlwind axe. We're almost to the boss. Question is, can we kill it? He's going to be 46. I'm going to be under level, so I'm not really going to be high enough. $42 is like a bare minimum for Ulda. Make sure you get in here because this door will close during the fight. There he is. We have to start the event. But all these mobs around the area, he's going to spawn or activate all of these during the fight. So there's 2 ways of doing this. You can either just try to burst them down as fast as possible, just like the Lich from Razorfiend Downs, and more or less ignore the ads, because they'll turn off after the boss dies. Or you can take the fight more slowly and try to keep all of the ads killed. Just keep there's only a certain number of them. They won't all turn on at the same time, so if you just kill them off as they activate, you can keep the fight under control.
Who dares awaken Arcadus?
You can keep them cleared.
Who dares
Shit, he's 47. That's even worse. I'm gonna have no damage. This big giant motherfucker. It's like we're fighting goddamn Lug up in here. He's turning on some of his guys. I might want to target them, because the boss is so much higher than me, I can't hardly hit him anyway.
Awake, ye servants! Defend the discs!
Here we go. He's turning on a whole group. Try and get the boss with that flame strike. We're doing well. He's at half. That warrior with the big sword is chopping him up. I'll keep popping these guys over time.
Side, brothers. For the makers!
Now you pissed him off. You get him to low health, he pops the 2 elite golems. Just in time for me to run out of mana. If the fight takes longer, he pops these guys every now and then throughout the fight. They're not at a certain health percentage, it's just every so often he'll do it. Come on, fireball. I gotta kill him. I want my potions. He's almost dead. Ah, nothing I can do about that. I don't know why they were even on me. Like, I didn't touch those guys.
Reckless mortal.
And he's gonna... We wiped. No, he's dead. He's dead. The fuck? How'd that happen? Well, I guess we're running back. Well, I would have had to have run back anyway, but... Jed is right. We should go to the back door. Eventually the mobs in the dungeon are going to respawn, so if you run through the front door again, we might be cut off. If I was 1 level higher, I mean, I thought the final boss was 46, not 47, so I couldn't do any damage to him. There was no point in nuking one of those golems. I would have just died faster. With even less damage on the boss. I don't think the power golem back here will respawn though, because he was unique. None of the bosses or special shit would. Here's the back door. We didn't clear this as soon as we came in. We cleared it later, so it won't have respawns. If you wipe in here like this, or towards the end, I would recommend that you revive at the back door. The boss loot is just sitting there, because we're all dead. This is where you burn your nifty stopwatch. I'm gonna leak it.
I'm out of range.
You can get back in there. The boss door closes behind you, but if you wipe, you can come back through and open it. It should not stay that way. It prevents you from getting... It prevents you from going back out during the fight, and it can't open while the boss is fighting. So if you're actually outside the door when the boss triggers, you're locked out. You can't help. But if you wipe, you can run back and try again. But this door is another thing that's broken on private servers. What would usually happen is you could get to the boss, try it once, that door would shut, and you would not be able to open it afterwards. So if you wiped, you were just fucked. And again, you'd be ticketing a game master, begging him to come and open the damn door. Hoping and praying. Oh, look at that, it dropped owl. I will happily take that. If the priest doesn't want it, be more inclined to let the priest have it. Oh, well, okay. He can have it. Yeah, there's some more loot in there. Here's where you get your history lesson about fucking Ultimate, as if you care. I'm not gonna read any of this shit. I could care less about Dwarf lore and Trog lore and any of this other shit. Just give me my bag, please. Okay.
Too far away.
4200 XP. Thunderbluff. I wanted you to go to Orc. Who won this? Apparently I won. Was there something else in there? Did you guys cheat me? Who grabbed the loot? I don't want that. Okay. It's supposed to be a damn green or two in there, that's it? What a rip. Okay, now we can start turning all of these in. But anyway, there's a quest here. You pick it up, talk to Ghost Dick over there. Hey, it's Norgannon. That was my Cataclysm rim, the last one I went out on retail. I can't even remember all the rims I played on over the years, but Norgannon was the last one. Okay. Let's start getting all this shit turned. Look at all this. These are all quest items. Did you think that was enough, Blizzard? Was it necessary to have a quest that gives you 4 different slots?
Hey there.
This one was 12 on one slot. That's much more reasonable. There's another one. What is this? Oh, there's another quest before he'll give me the recipe. Well, that'll have to wait. It's gonna waste our time.
How you doing?
Come on, give me the next step.
Who you be?
We don't care about all this.
What you want? Later.
Okay. Garrett Family Treasure is actually in the Undercity. Do we want to fly there from here? I think I'm just gonna like port Thunderbluff and
Look,
Whoa, 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 not that. Here's my old pants. You can see that these were clearly better. Holy shit. But that's basically it for this episode. The warrior is almost ready to come in here. He's already level 42. I just have to go get that corpse.
Go with honor. I need to get closer.
Send this that way. Send that way. Yeah, I've got a lot of potions. You can tell I've been skill building off of these. That's actually clever, because that potion will be very useful in Mirrodin. Great rage potions that I'm going to sell in the auction house. Here's how fast I get to Thunderbluff. Other characters won't be able to do this. They still haven't fixed that Defiler NPC. He's not supposed to be over here as far as I know. Maybe they put him in here because he's undead, but usually all the Battle Masters stand in the same area near one another. So I'm not sure he's supposed to be over here like that. But that's it for this episode. We will pick it up in the next one.